guys, first of all, happy 4th of July. Yep, I'm up here in North Carolina with this beautiful surrounding back here. I want to give you two sure ways to catch fish, and you can catch them at Pleasant, Bartlett, Roosevelt. And these tricks work. I use these every day guiding, and we catch a lot of fish. So one thing I want to talk about is the gear you use. Some of my customers that come bring very, very heavy rods. If you're going to use finesse during the summertime when it's hot and the bass go a little deeper, I'm using real light stuff. These real little tiny rods like this, very limber. They have very, very, very light tips on these so that when you do get a bite, you can feel that bass biting, you know. And even though I'm using a light head, this is a 1/10 of an ounce head. It's a Ned Rig head and it's a Ned Rig TRD. Now these, if you haven't used these are really neat. They stretch out like this, and believe it or not, you can glue this on to the head with just a drop of super glue right here in between. Just put a drop in there, put that back up on the top there like that, and you'd be surprised. You can catch 25 to 50 fish on one bait. Seriously. And if this gets all wore out and torn, what I do is I pull this off. I just cut off a little piece there, stick it back on, and reuse it again. This is called a Ned Rig. If you haven't used this, this is remarkable. But remember, every day is different, you know. Some days they like this and they may not want this color. Bartlett is a gold and copper lake. They love the gold flake and copper. Whatever you use, like the camo worm that I always practice with, you know, or use on a power worm. So that's one of my go-to baits right there. That's just the 1/10 ounce. I'm only using, you can get away with Bartlett at an 8-pound test line. If you're fishing at Lake Pleasant, you need to scale down to 6-pound because the water is 5 times clearer. Remember, if you can look down in the water and see 1 foot, the bass can see your bait 5 feet away. If you can see down 2 feet, he sees it 10 feet. So just take your time, light tackle, and let that hit the bottom. You're fishing it at the bottom. Most of my customers try throwing it out, reeling it in, stuff. Let it hit the bottom, especially in the morning. The bass are still lethargic in the morning. Just let it hit the ground. Maybe pull it lightly. Don't be pulling it 2-3 feet. That's not what a crawdad does. You're kind of imitating a crawdad, you know, with these colors. Real lightly, just pull that just a little bit. One of my other favorite ways of fishing is the wacky style, you know, flick shake. Now, one of my customers came and he had bought these hooks. You can find these hooks everywhere. Oh my gosh, Bass Pro carries them. Everybody carries them. What he did was just took a little BB, put that on there, crimped it on there, and he was catching fish on these. It was like, boy, what a good secret. If you buy these, they do sell these at Bass Pro Shop, these little heads like this, and you can buy them in tungsten, but you don't lose very many. You think you would get hung up like this, but you can use, this is a Bass Pro Shop flick shake worm. You can see how skinny it is and how wobbly it is, but you can use any kind of worm. I like using 5150s. They love those worms, you know, and when they bite on those with that garlic, they don't let go. You could catch a lot of fish that way. So these are just a couple of my secrets that I use to catch a lot of fish. I'll be starting my filming when I get back, and I've got some real exciting things with the game and fish coming up that I want to share with you later on, that we're going to be doing some studies on Bartlett Lake, and we stocked a lot of Florida strain largemouth. So thank you again for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my videos, please subscribe. I'm trying to raise that up and get it started again. I lost my company last year, so I want to just start all over and get this done. So subscribe to my videos. I really appreciate it if you like my videos and fishing reports. Thanks again. You've been watching Fishing with Gary Sempt.